Welcome. It's Dwayne Richards of Dwayne Richards CPA. Today's video is Google Sheets and just walking you through the business tracker for clients that are self-employed, have a home-based business. This is the document, the spreadsheet that you're going to use to track your income and your expenses by expense category. And the best way to show you is to show you. So let me jump over to share the screen, and we'll walk through what your steps are going to be. And just give me 1 minute. Right. Try this again. There we are. Okay, this is this is the 2025 business tracker. We're going into the 2025 tax season. It's 2026, but we're doing our taxes for 2025. What I'm also going to do is just show you quickly how you can take last year's file and just copy, rename it, and set it up yourself and not have to wait for me. Okay, so up at the top here, you'll see the 1-2025 business tracker template. If I go to file right here and go make a copy, and I can change this to 2026, make a copy, and should be just about there. Bring up the file. There we go. And then we have a couple of little things that you can do is down here on line 18 is the date, and we're going to change it from 2025 to 2026, January and December, and that's that. Now, obviously, the next steps are going to be I can go back up here to our 2025 sheet. And what you're going to notice is information here is like, so your name, most of this information is in TaxDome, so I don't need it a second time, but you can put it here. And this is down at the bottom. If you look at my cursor, I'm now down at the bottom left-hand corner. There's a tab called Company Info, but then the next one over is the Summary tab. And again, this is going to bring over, you don't need to actually input any numbers. These, the data points are coming over from the other sheet, so we're going to get into that in a minute. So this actually is the format that I use for the tax return. So I don't need all of the income detail. We're going to look for the total dollars and HST and the net amount. Merchandise, again, these categories. Down here, though, however, there is this box down here for the vehicle information. It's for you to enter in if you're using your car for either for your business, is putting the make, the model, the year, and then the two main numbers that we need each year is the total kilometers driven and the number of business use, because it's the percentage of business use that's tax deductible. You don't need to calculate it. The spreadsheet will calculate that, and then it actually takes up here, it will actually calculate the business portion based on this percentage. And then the other one here is for the home. It's either the percentage of rooms or the square footage. Again, you're going to update these two numbers. It's going to calculate a percentage, and then it's going to prorate your home office expenses based on that percentage. Pretty straightforward. If you have questions, feel free to reach out, and I'm more than happy to kind of walk through in more detail if you need it. Now, next tab, income. So again, there's a couple of different things. If you have the invoice detail and if you want to track it here, you're more than welcome to put in invoice total. If you're charging HST, what the HST amount is, and then this is the amount including HST, and this is the net, kind of the amount before taxes, and that would be your income. If you already are using a program like Jane, then you can just bring over the totals and put the totals in here if that makes it easier for you. Now we're looking at purchases, material. So again, if you're selling things like if you're having like a network marketing company like Young Living and you're purchasing the product to then sell, this is where you put in those purchases and those materials. If you've hosted an event, like a retreat, and you have a specific cost associated with a specific thing, you would put it in this tab. Subcontractors are things like if like one of my clients has yoga practice. So if you're paying somebody to work for you, for example, for me, I contract out some of my tax work, so I have subcontractors working for me. Be like if you had a virtual admin, that's a perfect example of what is a subcontractor. If you're paying someone to be your virtual admin, you put their costs in here. Other direct costs are, again, more like a retreat, an event, a web, something where it's directly related to revenue. Next tab is advertising. Advertising, we're talking about anything marketing or advertising. So websites, ads, business cards, if people still pay for business cards, anything kind of marketing related, all gets lumped into the advertising. Next up, we got meals and entertainment. Put in the totals. The tax return takes the 50%, but always, always, always put in the totals and let the software do the magic. Insurance would be here. It's a business insurance. So, for example, for my business, I have errors and omission insurance. So, if you're a financial advisor and you have insurance, this is where that goes. Interest. And bank fees, if you're incurring interest on your credit cards, line of credit, you put it here. Business taxes and fees and kind of memberships all go into the next tab. Office expenses, what I tell clients is office expenses are things like to run your business. So here you could put in like your Google, your Gmail, your Google subscriptions. You could also put in things here like membership, office expenses, your Zoom licenses, any kind of subscriptions that you're using to kind of run your business. For office supplies, it's more the consumables. So if you're buying stationery or other things related to like running your office, legal and accounting fees, don't forget that's where you're putting money. The money you pay me, accounting fees go here. Administrative and banking, so more the bank fees as opposed to interest. The bank fees are going in here. Commercial rent, if you are paying for like co-work space, you can put it there. Maintenance and repairs, if you have like pay someone to fix your computer, like that. Travel, travel's pretty straightforward. Cell phone and internet, pretty straightforward. Again, delivery. So if you're like postage, courier, under other business expenses, this is where if you're paying for coaching, if you're a psychotherapist, you're paying for supervision, you put it under the other business expenses. Auto stuff's pretty straightforward. Gas, repairs, insurance, hydro, same thing. Gas, mortgage, interest or rent, property taxes, home insurance, and repairs. That's it. Pretty straightforward. I just wanted to do this quick little video just to show you how easy it is to put in the totals, and then that makes it so much easier for updating the tax return. So thank you for getting through and watching. If you liked the video, like I said, you can always give it a thumbs up, and I appreciate you. Have a great day.